Next, we'll go for REP, reproduction chapter. How do organism reproduce? Before that, Roshni,
Yes, ma'am.
in which chapter did you score less mark?
Ma'am, I think heredity.
Hereditary
Yeah.
is 16 marks, right? That one, no. Okay, after that, we'll discuss that chapter also. REP. First question, state the method used for growing rose plant. Very easy. What is the answer? Artificial. Artificial vegetative propagation. Define sexual reproduction. This is the method which involves fusion of gametes from both parents, that is ovum and sperm. What is fertilization and its product? The fusion of the sperm with the egg. It's called fertilization. It will lead to the formation of what? What is the product? Zygote. What is the function of umbilical cord? This umbilical cord, what does it contain? It contains blood vessels which supply blood between fetus and the placenta. Because of this, there will be exchange of materials between mother and the baby. Next one, list two function of ovary of female reproductive system. Ovary is responsible for the production of female gamete, right? That is ovum. And it also produces hormones. What are those hormones? Estrogen and progesterone. Write one main difference between asexual and sexual reproduction of modes of reproduction. Which species is likely to have comparatively better chance of survival? The one producing asexually or the one producing sexually? Give reason to justify your answer. Main difference. What is the main difference? In asexual reproduction, a single organism is involved. There is no fusion of gametes. In asexual reproduction, what will happen? There is involvement of two organisms, parent, and there is also fusion of gametes. And which is better? Sexual reproduction. Why? Because here the variation, there will be many variations. Okay. And what is the advantage of variation? It helps in the adaptation and survival of the species. Okay. Next one, define germination. What is germination? Growth of new plant from seed into seedling. Okay, that is called germination. From the given diagram, identify incorrectly labeled part. Male germ cell. Is this correct? No, it should be pollen grains. This is pollen grains. This one? No, it is what? Male germ cell. Next, the stigma is correct. Pollen tube is also correct. And next, this ovule. Here we have ovule, okay? This is ovary. Quick question. How does fertilization takes place? Fertilization occurs in 1 month. Comment. Okay. How does this happen? The sperm produced in the testis are introduced into the vagina during sexual contact. Okay. And it will go to this fallopian tube, where there will be fusion of the gametes, sperm and ova. Next is, here you have seen what is given. Fertilization occurs once in a month because ovary releases only one mature egg every month during the menstrual cycle. Okay. 10th question. The sperms are tiny body. No, wait. 9th question I have done, right? 9th question. Name parts A to E of the human female reproductive system. A, what is A? Fallopian tube. What is B? Ovary. What is C? Uterus. D, cervix. E, vagina. Name the part in which fertilization takes place in the system. Fallopian tube. Next is 10th one. The sperms are tiny bodies that consist of mainly genetic materials and a long tail. Where are sperms produced? In the seminiferous tubules in testis. Even if you write testis, it will be correct. What is the role of long tail? It helps in the quick movement or motility. Okay, motility of sperm. Next question. How are sperms delivered from site of their production? They are delivered by what? Vas deferens. It is also known as sperm duct to the urethra. Okay. 11th question. Name any 3 asexual modes of reproduction. What it could be? It could be fission, budding, and one more, fragmentation. Explain with the help of with the diagram method by which amoeba reproduces. It reproduces by binary fission. How does this happen? Amoeba. After that, there will be nuclear division. And after that, there will be cytoplasm division. This is so big. This is the third question. How is fission different from the fragmentation? In fission, what will happen? Parent body will be divided into two individual, two daughter cells. Here, fragmentation, parent body will be divided into two or more small fragment. This fission will occur in unicellular organism or multicellular organism. Only simple, which has simple body organization, okay? Only in multicellular. Example, amoeba, plasmodium. Example, here, Spirogyra. Our next question, define pollination, explain different types of pollination, list two agents of pollination. How does suitable pollination leads to fertilization? So define pollination. In pollination, what will happen? There is transfer of pollen grain from male anther to female stigma. Different types of pollination. Self-pollination and cross-pollination. In self-pollination, what will happen? Pollen grains from the anther to stigma of same plant. In cross-pollination, there will be transfer of pollen grain from anther of one plant to the stigma of other plant, okay, of same species. Now, agents of pollination, water, air, insect, etc. When the correct species of the pollination lands on the stigma, what will happen? There will be chemical response in the ovary, which will cause what? Growth of pollen tube from the pollen grain. And after that, the pollen tube will reach the ovary. It will meet the egg. Here the male sperm, right, will meet female germ cell and fertilization will occur. That's all.